City's academy is the envy of the Premier League, and with Pep Guardiola set to join the club, it's a good time to be a young player at City. So we're compiling 5 players to keep your eyes on this season. But before we get started, if you're enjoying this strand, give it a thumbs up. Every like you give will add another inch onto Arsene Wenger's coat, so get liking. So here are your 5 young players to watch. First up is Tosin Adarabioyo. Easy for me to say. At 6 foot 5 inches, he towers over the rest of the youth setup and is one of the most likely prospects to graduate to the first team for league football. He's already appeared in the FA Cup, where you could say he even showed up the much more experienced Martin Demichelis. The dream would be to see him link up with Jason Denayer in future years. We might have to wait for that one, but he's definitely one to keep your eyes peeled for. Next up is Manny Garcia, a young Spaniard signed from Villarreal in 2015, where he'd already broken through into the first team. He describes himself as a passing player in typical Spanish style and could possibly be favoured by Pep Guardiola. That said, he's going to be competing with the likes of Fernandinho and Fabian Delph. Can he break through into the first team? Let us know what you think in the comments. He's not only one of City's top young stars, he's one of Spain's top young stars and is already a regular for the Spanish under-19s. Now it's Mancunian Lucas Lemaitre, who was brought into the youth setup aged just 9 years old, and isn't a goal machine, he's a goal assembly line with 16 goals in 15 games for the youth setup. One of the top young strikers, he actually started out on the wing, which gives him pace and dribbling skill, as well as ball control and composure, which makes him a real threat to all of the youth setups across the country, and surely in the future, the senior sides. He's eligible for both England and Germany, so it won't be too long until the national team come call him. Manny Garcia is a name we're starting to see more and more appearing on the bench and even in the first team, and actually scored in his first team debut against Crystal Palace. He's having a really promising start to his career and looks like a favourite of Manuel Pellegrini's. With Guardiola set to come into the summer, let's hope Guardiola takes him under his wing as well, because he looks like a really promising talent. Now our number 1 is a young lad called Brahim Diaz, who you might not have heard of because he's only 16 years old. And the reason we've picked him out is because at just 16, he's already a regular starter for the youth side at under-19 level, playing against players 3 years his senior. He's already scored against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the UEFA Youth League and looks a real talent. A sort of ultra skillful player who gets in and out of corners, frequently leaving young players, although older than him, on their backside, disorientated, wondering what's happened, and will surely terrorise senior lineups in the years to come. He's our number 1, but we want to hear from you. Who are the young players that you're most excited about? Are there players we've missed off the list? Valpala by chance? We couldn't squeeze him on. Comments below, you know to use them. Subscribe if you're new. This is BlueMoonRisingTV.